And welcome back to the Triple Cross podcast. We got a big episode today, my guy. We are announcing our NBA tickets giveaway winner. Somebody's going to win some tickets, some regular season tickets. I just hope they're not a Pistons fan. We're going to find out who won. If you haven't entered yet, then you can go to our website. The giveaway is still live for a little bit, like 20 minutes or something like that. triplecross.live. The giveaway is there. We're going to talk some NBA today. Obviously, Kevin Durant is making his debut. We got other stuff going on. That's all coming right up right after this. Well, actually, not right after this. Right after this.
The following is a presentation of the Belly Up Sports Media Network.
All right. Here we go, kids. So today we are announcing the giveaway to our NBA tickets winner contest winner. We are also doing some giveaways throughout the episode. So here's how it works with the giveaways throughout the episode. You gotta put your name in the comments because we have to put you on like a little wheel of names thing. You got to put your name in the comments. So in the live chat, put your name in there and put, what else should they put? Like their favorite team or their favorite player or their favorite flavor of ice cream.
Like team or player.
Okay. Well, yeah. So in the private chat, put your name and put your favorite player. Let's go player. And we will do some giveaways throughout. The other way it works is we do a giveaway on this show every 10 likes. Okay. So every 10 likes on the video, we're going to give away an NBA shop gift card. Let's do this. The first two of those gift cards will be $50 gift cards. After that, we're going to 25. So like the video and put your name in the chat and put your favorite player in the chat with your name. We're here. Jared's here. Casey's here. Casey's got a crazy day going on today, trying to get everybody into our wheel and trying to run the show. So we might be a little distracted, but we're going to talk some hoops. How you doing, Jared? How you feeling?
Good as always.
Tell me what you learned today. What'd you learn today? You learned something new? It doesn't have to be about basketball.
I'm like, not really.
You didn't learn anything new.
I learned that Ja Morant is made some poor decisions.
Ja Morant's not making the best life decisions. I did also learn that, actually.
Yeah.
Okay, Casey, what'd you learn today?
I learned that this episode is brought to you by by Perk Clothing, specifically their chinos. We can't have two episodes in a row where we forget to do our ad reads at the top, John. Perk Clothing. They are best known for their chinos, like I said, specifically male clothing, chinos that make your butt look good. They have some other stuff there as well, but we love their chinos. We're big fans of them because we like our butts looking good, and our female counterparts appreciate that.
Yes,
when we take care of
it's good
our
for
behinds. So make sure you check out the link in the description if you are interested in purchasing yourself or your significant other some of Perk's clothing.
Also, today's episode is brought to you by Andar. Andar wallets right there. Give me my camera, Casey. Hit me with my camera.
All right.
Boom, camera 5 or whatever it is. All right, Andar wallets. So they have wallets. They have lots of stuff. They have bags. They have wallets. They have like phone cases. They have like watch bands for Apple Watches, but it's just a minimal wallet. So I got about 6 cards in there. I got one. That's my AAA card on the back. That's a hotel key. That's for you, Jared. And it's got this little feature, little switchblade thing. So here, I'll close up on that. Boom, there's my cards. So that's their Pilot wallet. They got a lot of stuff like that, though. So they got some with a pull tab. They got some stuff that carry more. I only need about 6 cards. But if you need more than 10 cards plus cash, then I think you're just not really living your life the right way, right? Like you should just minimize a little bit. Andar Everyday Carry Goods. Use code 1515. Link in the description. To Andar, but you can also go to andar.com, use code 1515 for 15% off. Jared, so I always get to pick what we talk about.
Yes.
Because I don't know, it's my office, I guess. I don't know. But today I always pick what we talk about, and then I just talk about it, and you just are like, yes, I agree.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I'm just pushing you to disagree with me on things or what, but today you get to pick what we talk about.
Great. Well, let's flip the script.
All right, let's do it.
All right.
What are we talking about?
So let's start off. Best thing you saw this week.
Ooh, best thing I saw this week. You want to go first? You want me to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay, go.
And I'm going to surprise people, I think, on this. Well, some of you know I'm a Lakers fan, but Jared Vanderbilt's performance Sunday against the Mavericks, whether you're a Lakers fan or not, I was like a kid waking up on Christmas morning, running around my kitchen, watching him perform. 17 rebounds, 4 steals, just his potential. The Jazz got robbed.
I mean, I said this we said this at the time, and Malik Beasley has already gone off once for the Lakers.
Oh yeah.
He provides spacing. The other thing is Jared Vanderbilt, he gets 17 rebounds, he rim protects, and he shoots.
Yeah.
Like Jared Vanderbilt's really good. He's a
good.
great role player, honestly.
He is.
Yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one. Best thing you saw this week. All right. I got 2. Best thing I saw this week. First one was Jared Allen's reaction to Kevin Love's buyout. Did you see this? I want to find the meme. Jared Allen, Kevin Love reaction. I don't know. Maybe Matt can find it for me, or somebody who's producing the show can find it more for me. But yeah, so Jared Allen was asked about, hey, what do you think about Kevin Love's buyout? Kevin Love got his contract bought out by the Cavs, and then the Heat signed him. Side note, Kevin Love's actually playing really well for the Heat. The Cavs didn't really have a spot for him, but he's playing like 26, 30 minutes a night for the Heat.
It's good.
And Jared Allen's reaction was like, I didn't really know he wanted out. He just went out for milk and cigarettes one morning and never came back, which is the best thing I've seen all week. But the second best thing I've seen all week is probably Dame.
Definitely.
It's Dame 71. So if you like, StatMuse tweeted a bunch of stuff during that night, February 26th, about Dame and like just what. So he's just passed Michael Jordan in the number of 60 plus points games he's had. He's got more 50-point games than like a whole bunch of ridiculous people combined. It's like more than like Magic, Kevin Durant, and like a whole bunch of other notable people combined. He's got more 50-point games than that. James Harden still has 6 more than Dame, side note. But yeah, like it caps off a pretty big month. In the month of February, he averaged 38 points a game and added 7 assists to that. And he shot 41% from the 3-point line on like 12 attempts a night, more than 12 attempts a night. Like,
it's crazy.
This dude knows how to play basketball when it's time to play basketball. Like post All-Star break, he's cooking. He didn't play. He had kind of a bad game he was scoring more than 40 points a night for the month of February. But then he had that game last night against the Warriors. Kind of a bad game where he only scored 25. Come on.
Yeah.
What are you even doing with your life? 25 points. Casey, what about you? Got anything? Best thing you've seen this week?
Yeah, it was actually that similar thing. I was looking at the amount of 70-point games in the NBA, and I didn't know this was kind of news to me. There are 8 players who have done that ever in the history of the NBA, apparently. But Mr. Asterisk, Wilt Chamberlain did it 6 times, and nobody else even did it twice, as far as I know.
Right. No one. Yes,
that is what I learned today. And Wilt Chamberlain is the truth.
No, he is. And if you think it was just because of the era, I got many, many words for you, but that's not what today's episode.
If it was just the era, you would see other people having done it too.
Exactly.
True.
And also, this dude's measurables were insane. We're very lucky that Wilt Chamberlain ran track in college. So we have some real objective measurables about how fast he was and how high he jumped and how strong he was. And it's your favorite NBA player. He's more athletic than them. He's Giannis. He's more athletic than him. Your favorite NFL player. He's probably faster than him. And
that's without all the like highly technological advances in, sports science too.
Dude did the high jump back when they still did the Western roll. He jumped over the bar face first.
That was probably like after a 9-to-5 shift doing something like, manual labor.
He's in college.
And he's 7 foot.
Yeah. And he's 7'2". I mean, you think someone can touch he could touch the top of the backboard with both hands, grab onto it, and do 50 pull-ups. Like, if anyone who says he wouldn't play well in today's NBA, I'm like, he'd be a more athletic Giannis, so probably he would be pretty good. He'd be the exact kind of guy who could average 30 and 23 a night. But I digress. Okay, so just bringing everybody back here. We are announcing the giveaway of our NBA tickets later in the episode. We're doing giveaways throughout the episode. So NBA gift cards, NBA shop gift cards, every 10 likes on the video. How are we doing on Casey? First check in. How are we doing on likes?
Looks like we're at about 25 likes.
Okay, so we already owe you guys 2 NBA shop gift cards. There's 40 some odd people in here right now. If you all like the video, you're going to get, 2 more NBA shop gift cards during the episode at some point. And then Matt, how are we doing on the wheel here? I know Matt's in the background. Matt needs a little more time. All right, so we are going to hold off for a second on our first NBA shop gift card. But if you want to win an NBA shop gift card throughout the episode, if you're here live with us, you got to like the video, and then you got to hop in the chat and tell us what your name is and who your favorite player is.
They don't really have to tell us what their name is. Their name is kind of in there.
That's true. You can just, sometimes they got weird names on Google though, man.
It's semantics. Well, we'll still be able to call them that.
Masters 69.
Well, then that's what we call them. I don't know.
In my world, everybody's got 69 in their username. Yeah.
That's a crazy world you live in.
The first email you make, like, what was the very first email you ever made, Jared?
Jarbag100@gmail.com.
And it's still your email today. Casey, yep. That's a better question. You're too young to not be using your first email. Casey, did yours have something weird?
I don't know. I remember specifically I was into like the number 3, so I would do 3 number 3s in a row a lot of times, but I couldn't tell you anything else with that.
Casey 333.
Like Casey 333. That was probably it. It was probably available.
You also have a weird enough name that you could just do first last name and nobody's used it.
Oh yeah, I own that bad boy for sure.
Yeah. I got to do like something weird. Like I'll try numbers sometimes with my name and it'll be like, no, somebody's already used that number. Like John Coyle 1 through 782 are already taken, guy. Like you got to do something else.
You could replace the O's with like zeros, and that would make it impossible for you to tell people.
I know I would. Yeah, like whenever anybody verbally asks for an email address, I'm like, that's just a bad practice.
Yeah.
Like anyone ever ask you on the phone, like, what's your email address? I'm like, let's not do that.
You're like, hey, if you don't want to hang out, just be honest about it.
Yeah. It's like usually when you're, I don't know, if you're like signing up for something, or like they're like, what email do you want us to send that confirmation to? I'm like, you should text it.
Yeah.
That seems
like this private.
It seems like we could there's a lot of ways to mess up me verbally telling you my email address over the phone.
And you don't have you're not the guy to like write it down either. They'll still be like, could you just pronounce these things?
Yeah. I'm also
like med school almost, you'd think so by your penmanship.
Yeah. Or no, a lot of times when I write stuff, people are like, oh, that's cute. He let his 6-year-old write it. And I'm like, that's me. It's my very best I can do. Okay. So we are ready to do our first NBA shop gift card.
Oh, Matt is fast back there today.
Side note, I love everybody hopping in the chat with your favorite players. 2 Larry Markkanens in a row. Love you guys.
Dan Marley, wow.
Yeah,
that's an OG, Jason.
Dan Marley, I like that, dude. All right, Matt, you got a spin for us. All right, so this is for a $50 NBA shop gift card. If you do not see your name on the wheel, here's what you got to do. You got to hop in the chat and tell us, I guess, your name. Casey says you don't have to tell us your name, but you got to tell us your favorite player in the chat. All right, Matt, you ready? Is that Matt? He's going.
I think he's ready.
He's like, quit talking. I want to spin this thing. Who do we got? Oh, it's a close one. Daniela V. You win our first $50 NBA shop gift card. Casey, what does she have to do to get it, though?
You have to email us at podcast@gmail.com. Let us know that you were one of the winners of the $50 NBA Shop gift cards. Helps if you can drop in the episode number just for that'd be episode 43. That would be just about everything. Yeah, make sure you email us there. One more time, that's triplecrosspodcast@gmail.com, and we'll get back to you. Usually it's at the very most within like 7 days. So.
Yes. Okay. So as a reminder, we are announcing the NBA game tickets winner at the end of the episode. Every 10 likes this video gets while we're live, we're going to give away an NBA Shop gift card. So like the video, drop your name in the chat, or don't drop your name in the chat, but for sure drop your favorite player in the chat. You can't be quiet. You got to do something in the chat. We need you to do something. Can't do
update
nothing.
There, guys. We are at 36 likes. So
we already owe them 2 more NBA Shop gift cards, 4 more likes, and we got 3 more NBA Shop gift cards we're giving away. So the next one will be another $50 one. But let's talk a little hoops first. What do you want to talk about, Jared?
Yeah. So let's talk Kevin Durant debut. What stat line, win, loss? What are we predicting?
A&W Cards is right on the same page.
Yeah.
Nice. Who do they play? The Hornets? Well, win.
Wait, did you say when?
They play the Hornets, right?
Yeah. They play them tonight.
So win. That's prediction.
Oh, win. Oh, I thought you said when.
LaMelo Ball is out for the rest of the year with an ankle fracture.
So sad.
And that impacts the NBA 0. As much as I hate to say it.
It impacts my Twitter feed highlights.
Yeah. I won't get as many LaMelo dimes on his Twitter. That's all that really
did. 2% fewer sweet dimes in the NBA for the rest of
the league. Yeah. And the Charlotte Hornets might get last instead of second to last now. The Pistons are coming for them.
Yeah.
The 15-win Pistons. Dude, that is so few wins.
That's awful.
I shouldn't be talking because the Jazz lost to the Spurs last night and they only have 15 wins as well. I'm sidetracking us. Okay, what do I think about Kevin Durant? I saw something earlier today about his debuts with his various teams. And so Sonics, which would have been his rookie debut, was like 22 points. Golden State was somewhere in the 20s. And even Brooklyn was somewhere in the 20s. So it's like he's not going off in debuts. I don't know. I also think it's pretty likely he'll be on a minutes restriction.
Yeah.
Do you think? Have you heard anything?
He probably will, where he's been on an injury.
Yeah.
Especially if they're up a lot.
Okay, so my prediction, I'll just call it out. I'm going to say he gets 25 points. I'm going to say the Suns win. And I'm going to say D-Book is high point of the whole game. Or Gordon Hayward is high point of the whole game.
Is Book back from injury?
Is Book not back? Okay.
I don't know.
Well, yeah, what's the status of Chris Paul and Devin Booker?
I know
that
Paul's
actually
out.
affects pretty heavily what I think Kevin Durant will do.
Yeah, I think. Let me look at Booker. I know Paul's out.
If there's no if Chris Paul's out, I mean that's one thing. If D-Book is also out, then I'll actually go. I mean, I bet they're just going to feed him the rock whenever he's in. So if he plays more than 20 minutes, I could see him getting 30, 35.
Yeah,
that's a lot in 20 minutes. But
if anyone can do it, it's KD.
He is Kevin Durant. Let's not. Yeah, what do y'all think in the chat? How's KD gonna look in that debut? Oh, Ryan Mortensen has me 18 for the Sonics. He scored 18 in his Sonics debut, 27 in his Warriors debut, 21 in his Brooklyn debut. I mean, if nobody else is playing though, if Chris Paul's not playing, if D-Book's not playing, you also have to remember that they got rid of Michael Bridges to get him. Is it Michael or McCall?
McCall, I think. McCall
and Cam Johnson, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now I don't even remember who they traded for him anymore. A bunch of stuff. They traded a bunch of people who are not Kevin Durant. But yeah, I'll give him 30. I'll give him 30 if they're not playing. Did you find out on Devin Booker?
I couldn't see. It kept giving me early February stats. But
if anybody knows Devin Booker's status, that would be great to know. Maybe we should have looked before, but you know.
Yeah.
I can't somebody said he'll be a great addition to the Suns. Well, yeah. Okay. So, I mean, that I guess brings up the better point. Do you think the Suns are just going to be able to roll the balls out and make this work? Or is this a weird, I think this isn't like a normal chemistry thing. This isn't like Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland in the backcourt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's going to work. And here's why. I'll have to give KD his credit. He's worked chemistry wise with every team he's ever played on because he's a fit. He can play off ball. He can shoot. And I think Booker and Paul are a really solid fit for him. I don't think there's going to be chemistry issues at all because it's not like Harden and Kyrie, a bunch of ball dominant guys, but they all can get it. It reminds me a lot more of the Warriors, a team that's already had chemistry, the Suns, a team that already went to the finals, and you just add a scorer like KD. It really reminds me a lot of the Warriors. Not as good, of course, but a very similar fit overall.
Would you not categorize Devin Booker as ball dominant? I would categorize him as ball dominant.
See, I wouldn't. He shoots a lot. He's high volume, but he can play off ball. He doesn't need the ball in his hands. He can come off screens. More of like a Klay Thompson to me, but he definitely dribbles it more. But he's not like a Lillard or Luka who has to be pounding the ball. Yep. He's usually off ball when he gets his buckets.
Side note: Suns game is starting right now, so we'll do some check-ins throughout. But
okay, Booker
Jared,
is playing.
In your opinion, Jared, does that make it easier for Booker that he won't have to be as ball dominant, like he won't have to handle the ball as much, maybe?
Yeah, I think it will, because when look at like with the Warriors, look at Klay. When you add KD, he got so many more open looks, even Steph. And Booker, as good as he is, I don't think he can be the first option on a championship team, but second, third, totally. He'll get more open looks, more ISO opportunities. They can't double him as much because Milwaukee would double him all the time in the finals. They can't double him now.
See, I just don't think that the Suns scheme the same way as the Warriors do. The Warriors, honestly, different. The way that they scheme offensively is mostly to try and get guys off ball looks. Like even Steph takes a lot of pickup looks because he's Steph. Mm-hmm. But if you look at the actions that they run, you know what I mean? They run a lot of like, kind of like, I don't know, triangle variations or like pin downs or things like that, pin aways for him to try and get him off ball looks as much as they can. So it'll be like Steph starts with the ball. Yeah. Steph does an entry pass, screens, and then pops, right, to try and get a look or something like that. That's the Warriors' whole thing, is like there's probably more off-ball movement than there is on-ball movement with the Warriors. Totally. And I don't see that with the Suns. I don't see them being as creative offensively. I think Chris Paul really brings a lot of it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Chris Paul brings a lot of like what makes them, able to like move the ball in space and stuff like that. Yeah. He just creates, but I don't think their offense creates like that. So that's my main thing, is I think Kevin Durant is a piece you can plug in, man, because it's like he's just instant offense, right? Like you need a bucket, just give him the ball, you know. And he's like that in a way that Devin Booker is not. But I do think how Devin Booker gets used specifically is going to be the thing that maybe they have a hard time figuring out. Chris Paul can glue anything together, assuming he's healthy and can play okay and he can work with anybody. But Devin Booker, I think specifically, like a lot more off-ball looks. The other thing is we got a lot of mid-range shooters on that team, and statistically speaking, those are not the best NBA teams. So that'd be the only other worry I would have, but they're good. I mean, they're really good. Let's not pretend they aren't.
Yeah. I think the good thing too is like with Booker and KD, they are mid-range, but they also are elite 3-point shooters. And so I think they might have to make adjustments, maybe shoot a little bit less mid-range, but just stretch the court and let Paul and Ayton do their pick and roll. And you have Booker and KD on your wings. I don't think anyone can beat that.
Right. Which sounds a lot like a scheme that none of them have ever done. You know what I mean? That sounds like something the Warriors would do.
It'll take adjustments.
Jazz would do. Yeah. So really it has a lot more to do with their coaching. Totally. I think than them as players, right? Because a lot of when the players get involved in scheming, which Kevin Durant does and Chris Paul does, both of them do. Right. That's when usually there's disagreement. That's when there's chemistry issues. So really, I think this is going to be all about, is their coaching staff going to be able to get them all to buy into a scheme? That's why it worked in Golden State, and that's why honestly it's worked all the way through in Golden State. Is like Steve Kerr has everyone there bought in to their offensive sets, their defensive scheme, all of it. And playing roles that maybe they didn't want to play or whatever. So I don't know. Yeah. I mean, to me, it does not remind me of Golden State as much. But I think he's he's the best player on that team. Right. And so let's make sure we don't think it's, as long as Devin Booker doesn't think it's Devin Booker's team anymore, we'll probably be all right.
Yeah. True.
So, where are we at? Where are we at on likes, Casey?
John, we are at 45 likes at the moment.
Okay. So real quick, Ryan, don't want you to think that we are ignoring you here. We usually will try and send them out in that amount of time. Sometimes we're a little bit behind. Some of us, this is not our full-time job, so we're like just trying to catch up. We will get you though. Yeah, sometimes we're a little slow. Apologies, that's on us. We will get you though for sure.
Yep. You're on our short list of catch up to do.
Yes,
but you can expect that this week.
Cool. So let's hit another in-episode giveaway, another gift card giveaway real quick. But real quick, I think there's a couple more sponsors we need to hit on. Yes, Casey?
John, there are a couple more sponsors we need to hit on. One being Canadips. Canadips is the brand best known for sending CBD pouches straight to your door. You can buy them online. You can go check out their website. Pretty cool product if you like CBD stuff. They also, I believe, have new THC products. I haven't tried those myself, but I can vouch for the CBD products. If you just need to like calm down, go ahead and try it out. You can save 20% off your order at Canadips by using the code 20 or by using the code BELLYUP20. And if you don't know what to get, I recommend their California roll variety pack. That way you can try out a few different flavors, figure out what you like.
Yes. Episode also brought to you by Perk Clothing. Just the other day, Jared was like, John, your booty does not look good. My booty looks good because I'm young and I work out and I eat really good. That's no joke. Jared's that dude who brings a cooler everywhere because he has to eat his own food. Anyway, I got some Perk chinos and now Jared thinks my booty looks good in the Perk chinos. So if your booty doesn't look good, life hack. You don't need to do squats. You just need to get some Perk chinos if you're a dude. I guess you could wear them if you're a girl too. If you're a girl, you should get them for your man. Link in description. Buy one, get one half off. Perk chinos. They're pretty nice too. Like they're pretty comfy. Like they're kind of like joggers. I can wear them all day. I can wear them with anything.
No booty shaming, but I mean,
no. Yeah, I'm not. No, look, if you, if it's important to you that you identify as a flat butt person, that's fine. I don't judge you. We can still be friends.
Just find another podcast to listen to.
Yeah. Like get the out of here. But if you're a flat butt person who wants to change, you're looking to shape up a little bit, don't go to the gym, get Perk chinos. It's not a great pitch for health, but at least your butt will look good. All right, let's give away a gift card. What do you say?
Oh boy, Matt.
Behind the scenes, Matt, give us a wheel. All right, go ahead and spin it. We got. Oh! It's another close one. That's a Whitney H, you just won a $50 NBA shop gift card. I like that, Casey.
Thanks. I mean, hey, it's Whitney H. I mean,
good job, Whitney H. Whitney H.
Let's go.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
who that?
You must have been hearing Whitney Houston jokes your whole life.
Yeah. Yeah. Plus, like, I don't know how old Whitney H is, but Whitney's one of those names where there's like always more than one in the class.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
For sure.
You probably had that too. Like, oh, that's Jared B and that's Jared F over there.
I actually didn't have that.
What?
Surprisingly, there wasn't many Jareds at my school.
You know what?
Pretty
Just
young
pretend
for
you
a
did.
Jared,
When
I
I
think.
say it on the podcast live, just pretend you did. Okay.
Shoot, my bad.
Next time. I definitely had that. John.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. John used to be the most common name in
Yeah.
the US. It's been overtaken by James. Fun fact for all you
in
Johns
like
out
20 years it'll be Braden, or like Caden or Aiden,
Well,
or one of those Aiden names.
Ryan.
The problem is John and James are kind of like John Stockton in assists or Jerry Rice in reception. It's like they're pulling away.
It's got a big lead.
Got a big lead. But so if you want to win an NBA shop gift card, that was for a $50 one. The rest of them are going to be 25s. Here's the deal. Every 10 likes, we're going to do a giveaway. We've done 2 already. We owe you 2 more. If you keep liking the video, there's 58 people in here right now. Like, I think we're 4 more likes or something like that away from another one. The rest of them are going to be $25 NBA shop gift cards. Once we're done giving those away, then we're going to announce the winner of our game tickets giveaway. And that will be a good time. But before we do another giveaway, Jared, What else do you want to talk about? And also, if there's any particular player or team or anything like that you guys want us to talk about, like you just, hey, what do you guys think about the friggin' Atlanta Hawks? Well, Atlanta Hawks is actually maybe one we might talk about anyway.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about the New York Knicks? Drop it in the chat.
The Pistons. I mean,
you want to talk about the Pistons? That's fine. I have something to say about the Pistons. They're not very good.
Yeah.
I don't really have
That's all
much
that
else
needs to be said.
That's all, really.
They went from bad boys to just bad.
Yeah.
Just real bad.
Hashtag Wemby sweepstakes.
Yes. All right. What do you got, Jared?
All right. Let's talk about the Kings, the Sacramento Kings.
Sacktown.
Right behind the Grizzlies.
What is happening?
They've been winning. Had one of the highest scoring, I think it was the second of all time, them and the Clippers the other day.
Yep.
It was 100 and almost 70.
176 to 172, I want to say.
Yeah. And they got the dub.
I don't know. Ryan's going to know in a second. He's going to comment it.
Yeah. So, John, I want your thoughts on the Kings. Are they real? Are they a contender? Tell me about them.
Ooh. Well, okay. Let me pull up the Western Conference real quick, and let me ask you this. Western Conference standings right now. The Kings are in third. They're a game and a half behind the Grizzlies for second. If the playoffs started today, it would be Kings Clippers in the first round. Do you think the Kings would win that series?
This might be controversial. They beat the Clippers right now. If the season ends today, they beat the Clippers 100%.
Every game's going to double overtime, 150 points.
Yeah. It's going to be a 6 or 7 game series.
The Kings are one of the highest scoring I think they might be the highest scoring offense. Coincidentally, also one of the worst defenses, but it's all right.
Yeah.
They're just like, we're just going to score more points.
Score more.
Okay, let's say they get the 2 seed. It's Kings Mavericks. You think they win that series?
I got the Mavs. The playoff experience, went to the Western Conference Finals.
Let's say they fall to the 4 seed and they get the Suns or Warriors.
Yeah, no way. They're not beating the Suns. Warriors, that's an interesting one. If Steph's back and healthy, I still got the Warriors. But with no Steph, they're beating the Warriors.
So what I just heard was you have very few scenarios in which they actually even get out of the first round, even though they're a 2 or 3 seed.
Yeah, it's got to be the Grizzlies or a Stephless Warriors.
Grizzlies,
Or excuse me, not Grizzlies.
Clippers, or Stephless Warriors.
Yeah.
Why?
Like, why do I have faith in them, or why?
Why don't you have faith?
Yeah, why don't? So here's the thing. Playoff experience, I think, really matters. And it showed, because there's been a lot of teams who on paper should go to the finals or should be the best. But if they don't have the experience, it doesn't work. And while the Kings are really talented, and I think there are scenarios they could win, I mean, if they're playing the Suns, look at how much playoff experience is on that roster. The Warriors, the Clippers have the experience, but they don't have the winning. The Mavericks, though, those teams have deep playoff runs, and they have players who have either won rings or been really close. And the Kings, they have no playoff experience on their roster.
Well,
between their main guys,
their best player does have playoff experience, Sabonis.
Okay, Sabonis, yeah,
but not
he has like one round.
Not with the Kings.
Yeah,
and we'll call him the third best player. Harrison Barnes also has playoff experience, but again,
they're role guys. Herder does too.
Herder does as well.
Fox, no playoff experience. I don't think Monk has any playoff experience, and I don't know. And it's the Kings. Call it what you want.
It's real hard to believe in them, isn't it?
It is. It's like the Clippers. I swear there's a curse. The basketball gods have said, nope, not in the playoffs.
Okay. Here, let me give a more objective view of why you feel the way you do about the Kings. And I'm curious what other people feel about the Kings. Like, man, why are they so good? Why are they winning so many games? Let me read some Kings stats for you. The most important stat on why they're doing so well right now. De'Aaron Fox, 55 games played. Domantas Sabonis, 59 games played. Harrison Barnes, 61 games played. Kevin Herder, 58 games. Malik Monk, 58 games. Davion Mitchell, 60 games. Like, the only person who's really missed any games is Rickwan Holmes. And he plays 8 minutes a night.
Yeah.
All right. Like, they're fine. I mean, Delhi's missing games. But I mean, there you go. Even if they play the Warriors in the first round, it's fine. You got the Steph. You got Steph Chris. You got Delhi. You got Matthew Dellavedova. That's why they're doing so well. They've been healthy.
Yeah.
They've been, and no one else has been. I mean, The Nuggets kind of have been healthy, but they were
Mm-hmm.
missing Jamal Murray for like a good first part of the season.
Mm-hmm.
It's just Jokic has been healthy. If Jokic is healthy, everything works. So to me, it's like, okay, are the Kings for real? Well, what do they look like if Domantas Sabonis misses 10 games in a row? Do they go on a skid? Or De'Aaron Fox? If they miss 10 games in a row, do they go on a skid? So yeah, my answer to can they win a playoff series is if everyone's healthy. That's why we don't believe in them, right? Because even the Clippers, if the Clippers are fully healthy and Kawhi and Paul George play full-on playoff minutes for every game of a playoff series, I mean, the Clippers are a team that's built for the playoffs. They are the team full of like 3s and 4s, right? They switch everything. They play a lot of ISO possessions. Defenses these days try and push teams into ISO possessions. Not like the 90s where the offense wanted the ISO possession. The defense wants the ISO possession now. And the Clippers say, okay. So like, that's why they're built for the playoffs, right? So can they beat the Clippers? Not if they're fully healthy. Can they beat the Warriors? Probably not if they're fully healthy. Maybe the Grizzlies. And for some reason, we also don't believe in the Grizzlies, maybe as much as we should or whatever. This same kind of thing. They've been very healthy. The Grizzlies have. So I think that's a lot of it with the Kings is like, I mean, when you're it reminds me a lot of years that the year that the Jazz had the best record in the whole NBA.
Right.
And they took a second round exit, I want to say. Was like, well, yeah, they were just kind of healthy the whole year. And that helps. It goes a long way.
For sure.
All right. Anything else you want to say about the Kings? Casey, anything to add about the Kings?
It is a cool position in the feudal system.
Yes. If you're in the feudal system, you definitely want to be that part. You don't want to be peasant.
Much better than any other position you could be in that.
Yes. Yeah. Queen, maybe. I mean, they do say heavy is the head that wears the crown, but also I feel like some kings, like, I don't know history super well, but some of them are just like, I don't give a crap about that. I'm doing what I want. They got that King Robert vibe, from Game of Thrones.
Yeah, for sure. On a serious note, goes a bonus. Anybody from GU, Gonzaga, I'm a fan of.
Yeah. So. Yeah, we'll do some college stuff coming up here. I'm very curious what people think about Drew Timmy's prospects as an NBA player. I will say one more thing. Let me give the Kings some flowers because I feel like I just like poo-pooed on them. Kevin Huerter is playing some of the best basketball of his career, but Malik Monk is shooting 41% on 6 attempts a night. Like, the dude is shooting the ball. Kevin Huerter is actually shooting like 38% on 6 attempts a night. Harrison Barnes is shooting 36% on 4.7 attempts a night. Like, I guess Harrison Barnes, that's like really what he needs to be, right? Like, he doesn't need to be your second best player. He needs to be like your third best player / floor stretcher, like your second unit leader / floor stretcher. So yeah, Kevin Huerter, what a great pickup. That's the other thing is the other reason they're doing so well is because they have a bunch of these players who were like not sold on them being that good, who are playing some of the best basketball of their career. De'Aaron Fox and Domantas Sabonis are playing normal basketball, top half of average for their career. All right. But Barnes, Huerter, and Malik Monk are all playing like some of the best basketball of their career. So I think that's also the reason we're not sold on them. We're like, is this going to hold up? Like, you going to keep shooting 41% on 6 attempts a night in the playoffs?
Right.
I don't know. Sorry, Kings, but sorry if you're a Sacramento fan. But if you're a Sacramento fan, maybe you'll win an NBA shop gift card right now. See that transition? That was pro. Let's give away another gift card. Okay, Matt, where are you at? Give us that wheel.
John, are we? Did we decide how much the other gift cards are worth? We're on the third one, right? First
two are worth $50. This one and everyone hereafter is worth $25. So the deal for the gift card is that you have to like the video. Every 10 likes, we're giving away a gift card to the NBA shop, and then you have to hop in the chat and just kind of say who your favorite player is. All right, Matt, spin that wheel. Who's it gonna be? Oh man, they've all been really close. Alberto J. Albert G. Email triplecrosspodcast@gmail.com to claim your prize. Real quick though, what would a drug test? So somebody had a question on the Dame Lillard 71-point game. Have you seen anything about this? Why would a drug test be required after scoring 71 points? You probably couldn't help that. No one on his team was playing to their full potential. Are people like calling for a drug test of Damian Lillard?
It's been happening. Like basically every time an NBA player goes off and has like a crazy game, they get drug tested afterwards. I don't know why. The NBA just does it.
Well, there's random drug testing in the NBA.
They have random too, but like
Yes.
those always happen after a guy has like a 50+ point game.
They get randomly tested at that point in time. Yeah, that actually. So that's pretty par for the course. The random drug testing in the NCAA system. It's hilarious. So at least when I was in college, it would be like we could almost always guess who was going to get randomly drug tested.
Yeah.
It would be the best player on the team, or like the person who's having the best season, and then usually a redshirt freshman. I'm like, there's a very clear formula here, and they're not trying to mix it up at all. That's what the NBA is doing. They're just like, who had the best night last night? And they're going to get drug tested. And I don't know who played less than 5 minutes. One of those guys. That's who they're drug testing. All right. So we are going to do, how many more gift card giveaways do we owe, Casey? We've done 3.
We have done 3, and we're still between 50 and 60. So we still have 2 to come. Plus, don't forget, I'm sure you all know why you're here, but to listen to the episode, but also because we will be announcing at the end of the episode the winner to our NBA tickets giveaway. So separate from those other giveaways.
Peyton is a big time Sabonis fan. We're big time Sabonis fans too, mainly because Casey and I are big time Gonzaga fans. Who's your college team? Don't say Utah State. Say like an actual contender.
So I can't really say I have a team anymore. I was a huge Duke fan growing up.
Okay.
Love Duke. Now it's just Utah State and BYU.
Oh. So Duke.
But Duke was my team growing up for sure.
I can get behind that. I do kind of not hate Duke as much as a lot of people do.
Good.
Really? So I used to, because I was a Gonzaga fan, so I was a big Adam Morrison fan.
Yeah.
And then him and JJ Redick were like kind of counterparts for a while.
Yeah.
So yeah, I didn't like him for a long time, but
yeah,
I would honestly say JJ Redick's kind of sold me. I'm really like impressed with his career and everything.
Love JJ. He was hated in college though. He's turned it around. He's loved now.
Most Duke players kind of are though. Like Grayson Allen had, but if you look at there's YouTube stuff out there that's like, they say Grayson Allen's dirty, and they ain't wrong.
Yeah. I agree.
Peyton wants to know if he's on the wheel. Matt, I'm sure you got eyes on that. Jason wants to know if he's on the wheel. Are the Nets winning right now? Do you mean literally right now, or just like in general? Are they winning since the trade? Because since the trade, they're like doing a little better than I thought they would be. Duke, got a Duke fan.
We got a BYU fan, Cynthia.
Yeah. No, I think there's a lot of Utah people who watch the pod. Texas Tech. Yeah, I love the Texas Tech. What do they call it? No middle. Their defensive scheme.
I don't even know.
It's like a 3-2, but it's there's no middle.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I think they call it like no middle, and like it's actually kind of starting to get adopted. I love it though. It's like this. It's like a man. It's a heavy help man. Like they switch everything, but it's not man. Like it's like, oh, they're really leaning into the like help defense, switch everything. How that kind of just turns into a zone sometimes. You know?
Okay. Also, Cynthia, it's Houston. Sorry, I forget. There's many Cougars.
Yes, Houston Cougars.
Go BYU though.
There you go. Peyton likes BYU and Kansas.
There we go.
All right, Jared. What else? What else you want to talk about today?
So you alluded to this earlier. I want us to talk about the implications with Quinn Snyder getting hired to the Hawks.
Yeah.
Nate McMillan fired. What does that mean? Does that change anything for the Hawks, or is it just another coach into the broken system?
Well, what do you think the biggest problem with Nate McMillan was?
Well, I think the biggest thing, him and Trae Young clearly didn't get along, and I don't know who it's to blame. I wish I could have a camera in there.
This is the second head Trae has rolled, right?
I believe, yeah, because they had, who was their coach before? But they had a coach before.
Yeah,
McMillan.
Was Quinn an assistant there when Trae's been there? No, he wasn't. He's been in Utah since then.
Yeah. I can't remember who the head was before.
Okay, next question. Do you think that Nate McMillan was the biggest problem with Atlanta?
Absolutely not.
No.
Scapegoat.
No.
Scapegoat.
Just like Steve Nash wasn't the biggest problem.
100%.
No. So here's the thing. Quinn will make them better, I think.
I agree.
But their biggest problem is Trae Young.
Yep.
Why do people think he's a good shooter?
because he shoots a lot and has deep shots on the highlights, and people don't watch games.
Yeah, they're just watching his YouTube highlights.
Like JJ Redick calls people out all the time for not being true basketball fans. They're fakes.
Yeah, or like Dame will say like, oh man, I've loved some of his tweets when he's like, it's very, very clear to me that some commentators do not watch basketball games.
For sure.
But at least you could watch the actual game highlights.
Mm-hmm.
JJ Redick is shooting 32% from the 3-point line right now. I don't even need to look that up. I actually
say that again.
32.
You said JJ Redick.
Sorry, not JJ Redick. Sorry, Trae Young is shooting 32% from the 3-point line this season. 32% is like barely passable.
It's bad.
And somebody's like, well, he's doing it on high volume. I'm like, well, he shouldn't be. I mean, if you're shooting 32%, you should probably be shooting less volume.
Right.
He takes a lot of tough shots out there. Like maybe he should not do that as much.
Felix has a take here on Trae.
Yeah. Trae could be the next Westbrook. Yeah. Well, so that's the other thing is he's going to get you 25. Mm-hmm. He's going to get you 10 assists and he's going to turn the ball over 5 times.
Yeah.
Their biggest problem is Trae Young. He's not him.
Yeah.
What do you think? How did they make the Eastern Conference Finals? Like, how did that come together?
Well, I think here's the thing. Early on, Trae, there was a lot of things. He was playing better. He was shooting better. And B, I don't know if it's humility, being young. They had a young core that was hungry and they were fun. They were exciting. That whole Knicks rivalry, Ice Trae, but it wasn't sustainable. And it seems like now Trae Young and John Collins, there's just issues with selfishness and just obviously not getting along, not meshing. I don't know. That's kind of what I think.
I think part of it is that, and part of it is I think sometimes I have handful of examples of this. In 2020, the Denver Nuggets made the Western Conference Finals, and now it's like, well, yeah, but no, they weren't. Yeah, then they were like the 5th seed or something like that.
Yeah.
In 2019, the Blazers made the Western Conference Finals. The Hawks made the Eastern Conference Final. Like, I think sometimes you just get a path. True. Honestly, it's only 2 rounds, and sometimes you just get a path, or a team gets injured. The Nuggets, to do it, they had to beat the Clips, but the Clips, like Kawhi was hurt. So yeah, like I think sometimes, I think sometimes you just get a path to it. When the Blazers did it, it was that Damian Lillard like 37.3 with Paul George guarding him. Like they sent that Oklahoma City Thunder team with Westbrook and Paul George and Carmelo Anthony home, and then they got the Nuggets in the second round. They just beat them, and they were just better than them. And then they're in the Western Conference Finals, and then Lakers beat them in 5 or something like that. You know, and it was like, okay, well, when they actually came up against the team that was the contender, they just got friggin' swept, you know? I think that is just the story sometimes. Like sometimes you get a path to it. So I think that's a big part of it with the Hawks. Like, was that Eastern Conference Finals run an outlier? Yeah, they were playing good basketball then, but also they just kind of like got a path that they could make it, right? And that's why they didn't make the actual finals. Quinn will make them better because Quinn is good at taking the players he has and making them better. But they won't be a contender. I don't know what they need to do. They should sell Trae while he's still high at all, because I think everyone can see statistically he's not good. I don't know who could use him, but they should just try and bring it down. Do you think that Quinn is the best option that Atlanta could have gotten?
I think he is, just because he's had experience dealing with drama in a locker room, for example, Rudy and Donovan. And I think he's a really good coach. I mean, you look at his time in Utah, even though they didn't, win a championship or anything, he really, like, from where he took them to where they ended, he helped develop Donovan. He ran a great system that they could thrive in. So I think he's the best they could have got personally.
Well, who else is available? I mean, Mark Jackson's available. Steve Nash is available. Mike D'Antoni's available. Frank Vogel is available.
Yeah, but I think Quinn's better than all of them, personally.
I think, I was just trying to challenge you. Yeah. I agree. I do think Quinn is better especially for the Hawks, because they kind of have to live with what they have. Yeah. And that's what Quinn's good at. But if Quinn couldn't win a championship with the Jazz with Donovan Mitchell, why would he be able to win one with Trae?
That's true.
Donovan Mitchell's better than Trae Young.
Yeah, it's hard. When I look at those coaches, I guess, too, you think, Well, Vogel is the one who has won a championship out of them, but he had LeBron and AD, so I don't know. I don't know if I could. I don't want to discredit him.
Can he do it with what he's got?
Yeah, because he tried in Indiana,
right? And
couldn't do it.
Got fired.
Nash, I think Nash just needs to be an assistant like Kidd.
Actually,
get in and then eventually
Nash Nash would be the perfect coach for Trae Young only.
Yeah,
like if they could just hire him to be like, will you be our point guards coach?
Yeah,
that would be great.
Kyrie's burned him out though. He's like, no way, I'm not dealing with that crap.
Ruby, real quick. Ruby Nelson, our Larry Markkinen jersey giveaway winner, I believe. Yeah, Matt, our behind the scenes producer, should have your name on the wheel. And then Hawks screwed up when they traded Luka for Trae on draft night. I mean, what could have been?
Yeah.
Ben Simmons for Trae in a trade. I mean, Ben Simmons is also like, what do you even do with him? Oh yeah, Ime Udoka. He's also a coach who's available.
That's true.
I don't know what's going to happen to him. It depends how blacklisted he is, you know?
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Let's do a giveaway. Let's give away another NBA shop gift card. Matt, give us that wheel. Casey, while he's doing that, give me a likes check-in. All right.
And we are at 50. We're at 56 likes, John. Sorry.
Okay, 56 likes. So here's the deal. This is the fourth giveaway. We already owe you one more giveaway of an NBA shop gift card, and then we will announce the game tickets giveaway winner. But if you get 4 more likes on the video, then we're going to do 2 more NBA shop gift cards. All right, Matt, spin that wheel.
Just a reminder, this is for a $25 gift card from the NBA shop. So that means that A&W Cards, make sure you email us at triplecrosspodcast@gmail.com and let us know you were one of the $25 gift card winners from episode number 43. John, one day you're going to get the cameras down.
That wasn't me. That's Matt.
Oh.
That's Matt who's coming.
Okay, I see.
Okay, so I just saw a comment that I want to bring up here. Hawks just need a good vet. What do you think about that? I mean,
that would help.
Who could you plug in that actually would help?
Dudley, but he's coaching now. You need a good locker room guy. I don't know currently. I mean, the Heat have Haslam.
Draymond Green.
Yeah, oh gosh.
Udonis Haslam, yeah, that kind of guy.
They need to get that, but I still don't think that would fit all. I mean, it would help, but
Mike Conley.
Yeah, I got like Conley.
I mean, then you're just cutting into 3 minutes, though.
That's true.
Most of the guys are point guards.
Yeah, yikes.
You need one who's not a point guard.
Like a good wing.
Jeez.
Yeah. Mullins needs a good vet too. So you need a big guy.
Yeah. If you Ashton, they need a good vet. Who? Honestly, like who's available to like really play that role? Can be a locker room guy for the Hawks.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think anybody thinks the Hawks are really gonna do it or like gonna turn the corner, other than maybe Hawks fans, Hawks hopefuls.
Yeah.
But it's in black and white. It's in stats. Like Trae is not him. Anyway, let's move on from the Hawks. What else do you want to talk about?
Let's spin the wheel.
Spin the wheel.
Let's do a
okay.
spin. Yeah.
All right. So this is not a giveaway spin. Just a heads up. We do still owe 1 giveaway spin, maybe 2 if you guys get the video to 6 likes. But we are gonna do a different wheel spin. We're gonna do a things to do spin. I'll get it. Don't worry. Open.
He's over it, you guys. John's got this. Dead to rights. Dead in his tracks.
Yeah.
Lots of other dead expressions.
All of them. So let me give it a zoom or 2 here on the wheel. And that my wheel. I don't know. Casey, do you want to give your thoughts on Trae? I didn't even ask. It's kind of mean of me.
Man, Trae just seems like one of those guys that feels like a guy that you should build a team around, but I'm not sure you should.
Like a D'Angelo Russell or a Westbrook. Yeah. I call out that archetype a lot that gets his, but it doesn't really translate to team success.
Although I would say maybe compared to those guys, I mean, I think compared to both those, he's younger, so, you don't want to say like, his destiny is decided, but he's got to rewrite his own narrative a little bit now.
Yeah. All right. Spinning that wheel. So the way that this works is we're going to spin the wheel, whatever it lands on, that's what we're going to do. And you guys are going to learn what that thing is when it lands there and we do it. This is what it landed on last time. Let's do a team check-in. Jared, do you have a team off the top? Or if someone's quick on the comments, if you guys want to throw a team in there, let me know if they get it before I get it, Casey. But if not, then we're going to go to our NBA teams wheel. I'm going to spin it unless we got a team. We good?
Nobody yet.
Nobody yet. All right, I'm going to spin it. NBA team check-in. Let's do a little check-in on the...
No. Spoken.
Hard no. Hard no. Unless it's worse than the Lakers, we're doing it. If it's the Pistons, we'll do the Lakers. Oh my gosh, if it would have landed. Okay, fine, we can do the Lakers.
Yeah.
I'd rather do the Lakers than the Rockets. Okay, quick check-in on the Rockets. They have 13 wins, and they're awful.
They're awful. Period.
13 wins is so few wins.
Horrible.
That's like 50 losses.
Yeah. Horrible.
It's like, they're just so bad.
They should do a series at the end of the year.
Accidentally win more games than that.
I know. They should do a series between them and the Pistons at the end of the year for the worst team in the NBA.
I know.
7 games.
Or they should. Well, it'd be Pistons, Spurs, Rockets. This Pistons and Spurs have both lost 15.
Yeah.
Won 15. All right. Lakers check in. Go ahead, Jared.
So, as we all know, LeBron's injury unfortunately happened. And AD is out tonight against the Thunder. And so, I'm going to be honest, I'm scared. Fully healthy Lakers, I think they would have been a play-in or 8, 7, 6 seed. But right now, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. D'Lo's been hurt too. So buckle up. I think best case scenario, they're a play-in team at this point. And I still think they'll make the play-in. But yeah, that's basically what's happening. Injury riddled season. Super talented team, but
I actually think they have, had they not dug themselves into this hole that they're in.
Yeah.
They traded for the pieces that could, like if they were the Nets,
yeah,
they could hang on.
for sure.
If they had gotten themselves into the 6th seed already or something like that, they could hang on. But the Western Conference right now, basically from like the 4th seed all the way to like the 12th is like it's like a constipated dump, right?
Yeah.
Like it's just a big ball of teams.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It just
Right.
and nothing's shaking loose. Nobody's breaking away. Nobody's falling off. They're
Yep.
just like a big ball right there, and they just aren't. Nobody's going away. So had they gotten themselves into a better position before, I actually think they have the pieces now that they could like hang on. They could win enough games.
Mhm.
But like you were saying, after the All-Star break, they had 23 games. They needed to win 17 of them. I don't think they're going to win 17 of them with LeBron with a foot fracture. Did you see Skip Bayless said that he thinks LeBron's faking it? Thoughts?
Skip Bayless is an utter clown, if you want my opinion, and he hates LeBron, and he's hated him for over a decade. And so that's my thoughts on Skip. I don't listen to Skip anymore.
I'm not a big Skip Bayless or Stephen A. Smith fan, but yeah, I don't know what his purpose is. Like, basically, just thinks that like he's like, oh, he's just phoning it. I'm like, why would he do that?
Yeah,
he just got all the trades that he wanted. Like, he just got all the pieces.
That makes no sense.
I think the reason, and his whole thing is like, well, tell me what the injury is then. They won't even say what the injury is. I'm like, I think they're not saying what the injury is because he has a broken foot.
Yeah.
He's a fractured foot, and that's a 6-week injury, and he doesn't want to say it's a fractured foot because he wants to maybe come back before that.
Right.
So, yeah, I think that's the whole reason that they don't want to say. Casey, how many giveaways do we owe? How many gift cards do we owe? We owe 1 still, or did we get to 60 likes?
John, we did not get to 60 likes. So we haven't yet, at least. So we still have 1 more, I believe. Is that right? We've done 4?
Yes. So we do owe 1 more gift card giveaway. If we get to 60 likes, we'll do 2 more NBA Shop gift card giveaways. But here's what we're going to do. We're going to do 1 more right now. Matt, pull it up. Give me that wheel.
Hit it, shoddy.
And let's get it. This person who comes up on the wheel is going to get a
$25 gift card.
And it is, it's a close one. It's going to be George.
George V.
George V.
Georgie. George V, make sure you email us, triplecrosspodcast@gmail.com. I know our last winner seems to have had some trouble. Hopefully that is fixed. I think you probably need to check your spelling is all. Triplecrosspodcast@gmail.com to claim your prizes.
Yes. All right. So I'll give you guys a few minutes to get a few more likes on the video. If we do get to 60, we'll give away one more gift card. But otherwise, we're just gonna do the do the NBA tickets giveaway winner. So some people gave us some recommendations for team check-ins. Lots of Jazz. All you guys who just said Jazz, stick around. Plenty of Jazz content on this show. I'm a big Jazz fan. Jared will like the Jazz once LeBron retires.
I'll be back.
But here's one that I actually did want to hit on. Right there, Thomas wanted a Mavs check-in. And I do want to hit on that before we announce our game tickets winner. What's going on here? So I'll just give you some lines here. They are 3-5 since the Kyrie Irving trade. One of those wins was without Luka. So the tandem of Luka and Kyrie is 2-5. They gave up a 27-point lead to the Lakers. They lost to who did they lose to last night? It was somebody soft. It was like the Hornets or something like that. They lost to the Hornets. What's the deal? Why isn't that working? Give me your thoughts on that.
I think as we all know, the issue is defense. Like, the talent is there. I think chemistry, that's just something naturally that's going to take time. But Kyrie and Luka, as talented as they are, neither of them play a lick of defense. And that's going to be an issue. It's going to be a real issue going forward because you already have chemistry on offense you're trying to learn.
Yeah.
But no defense to hold you as an anchor. I just don't think, unfortunately, it's not working like we all thought it would be.
Well, the Mavericks play. So typically I would say the other thing is, like, even if the offense isn't working, a lot of times defense creates offense. So you can kind of get yourself going on defense. The Mavericks might be the team that's an exception for because they play one of the slowest paces in the league.
Yeah.
Mainly because they got, Luka's got to get his 250-pound jiggly butt up and down the court all night. And then he's got to get buckets. Yeah, I don't know. What do you like? Tell me what you think about Jason Kidd's reaction the other night when they gave up that 27-point lead. I think he said something along the lines of like, I don't have the answers. I'm a spectator just like you. I mean, I'm kind of like, you're not a spectator just like me, man. Like, I'm watching on like a 3x2-inch screen locked in my bathroom while my kids are screaming at me. Like, Dad, come out, feed us. I'm like, shh, go away. I'm trying to watch this game. I hope you have more impact on the game than that as the head coach sitting on the sideline.
Yeah.
This is the kind of stuff that he got in trouble for in Milwaukee. And they're like, oh, the Bucks give up a lot of corner threes. And he's like, well, yeah, it is my defensive scheme. Like he just owns it, which I dig about him. But what's your reaction to Jason Kidd's reaction, basically? I want to see the Jared Bagley reaction video to the Jason Kidd reaction video of the Mavericks games.
So my reaction is I'm a bit alarmed. And here's why. There's one coach of the probably 8 that Kyrie Irving has played for that it's actually worked with. And that's Ty Lue. And that's a player's coach. And not saying Kidd isn't, but it worked. He had LeBron. They had the pieces. Other than that, Kyrie has pretty much butted heads and not worked with any other coach. So it scares me where Jason Kidd's so passive. It's like, you heard what Kyrie said in the Nets. He's like, yeah, we as an organization, like saying him and basically like he ran the front office. I don't think it's good. I think it's alarming if I was a Mavericks fan.
Jason Kidd should be a good coach for Kyrie.
He should. He played.
He's a player. He's a recent player.
The problem is Kyrie doesn't have respect with recent players, as we saw with Steve Nash.
I don't think Ty Lue actually worked for Kyrie. I think Kyrie was young then.
True.
He was young and he played the game and he was playing with LeBron and he was humble enough to be coached.
Right.
I think Kyrie's, who said it here? Kyrie is like Ben Simmons. Who said it? Somebody in the comments said Kyrie's like Ben Simmons. He's a distraction. A distraction is, I don't know if I'd put it that way, but I think he's a great player who is tough to make work in any kind of scheme or team. And like, he doesn't play defense super well. He does kind of his own thing. It's a lot of ISO. So the Luka and Kyrie are doing this like your turn, my turn kind of thing.
Right.
And Kyrie isn't super coachable. And then he just like I don't think he's been coachable since. So I don't think Ty Lue, like, if he went and like was working with Ty Lue now,
Yeah,
I don't think it would work.
I agree.
I think LeBron can coach him.
Yeah.
I think
I
that's
think LeBron's the only guy he'd humble himself to.
I think LeBron is the only person who can coach Kyrie Irving.
Yeah. I agree.
As a player coach, as a Jackie Moon coach.
Yeah.
So yeah, what do you think? I mean, you think they're going to get it figured out and make a playoff run here? Like, let's do the same thing as we did with the Kings. Okay. So right today, they're the 7th seed. They draw the Grizzlies. What do you think?
Oh, that's an intriguing matchup.
I know.
Right today, I'd take the Grizzlies, but that's intriguing.
Okay.
I'd still take the Grizzlies.
They drop to the 8th seed. They draw the Nuggets. Who do you got?
I'd still take Denver.
They'd go to the 6th seed and they got the Kings. Who do you got?
That's where I might take the Mavs. I don't know. It'll go 6 or 7.
Okay, so they play in somehow they get the 4 seed and the Jazz play into the 8 seed.
They play the Jazz.
Yeah.
Oh, they'd beat
maybe
the
the
Jazz
Mavs then, right?
Yeah.
Or the
the T-Wolves.
The T-Wolves.
I think they'd beat the T-Wolves.
Yeah. Pelicans. Well, the Pelicans only get in with a healthy Zion, so
depends if Zion's healthy and they're there.
No. So basically, you don't think they beat the Warriors. You don't think they'd beat the Clippers. You kind of don't think they'd beat the Grizzlies or the Nuggets. Like, basically, you only think they could beat the Kings, the Jazz, and the Timberwolves, and they're not going to get the Jazz or the Timberwolves unless they make a really great end of the season run here.
Now, there's one caveat. The Clippers,
do you think they beat the Clippers?
I think they could sneaky beat the Clippers.
They'd have to end up in the 4-5, though. I see that as highly unlikely.
Probably won't happen.
Yeah. So, I mean, highly
unlikely.
Kyrie, what do we do with you? What do we do with you, man?
He's a free agent this summer.
Help us help you.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Show me the money.
You think they think the Mavs resign? Help me help you.
I don't know. Thing is, will Kyrie want to be? I think Kyrie wants to be a Laker, but that's all dependent on if they re-sign D'Lo or not.
Which they shouldn't if they can get Kyrie.
Yeah, I agree.
Kyrie, that's the one place he'll fit, I believe.
I agree.
You're fine with him as a Laker?
Huh?
You're fine with him as a Laker?
I'm fine with it. I think if he's with Braun, then he'll at least for a year or two, he'll be fine.
Okay. All right, Casey. What do we got? How's the video looking? How many likes?
We are at 58 likes. So if we can get 2 more likes on this video in the next, let's say, 2 minutes before we reveal the winner to the NBA tickets giveaway, maybe we can fit in one more wheel spin. Does that sound fair?
All right. Yeah. Okay. Then real quick. So drop likes on the video if you haven't already. Then we'll do okay. Then we're there. We're there. Let's just do it.
All right, Matt, we need one more wheel spin for a $25 gift card giveaway. And then, guys, we will reveal the NBA tickets giveaway winner.
And it's gonna be.
It's
a close one.
Oh,
every little thing I do. Rose B. Congratulations, Rose B.
Go to Arby's, get you a Rose B sandwich. No. Okay.
No,
Rose,
that was good. That was the kind of joke.
That
was the kind of joke that I would have said. I like dad jokes, man. It was not great, but you're big on puns. I respect it.
Rose B, make sure you send us an email, triplecrosspodcast@gmail.com. Let us know you were one of the $25 NBA gift card winners on episode number 43, and we will get that to you. I think that. Go ahead, John.
I think that's it. So we are gonna hit the tickets.
Bye everybody. That's it. No, I'm just kidding. Jokes.
Jokes. We are gonna hit the tickets winner real quick though. Let's do a Suns check-in. Let's see how KD is doing in his first game with the Suns. So right now, Suns up 50-33. 3 minutes left to play in the second quarter, and we got DeAndre Ayton with 10.7 rebounds. We got Chris Paul playing with 2 points, 2 rebounds, 5 assists. Kevin Durant 12 points, 3 rebounds, and Devin Booker 12 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists. So spreading it around. which is pretty par for the course for a Kevin Durant debut. He's played 13 minutes. That's about the same amount of minutes the rest of the starters have played. So minutes restriction not kicking in for Kevin Durant yet.
Yeah.
But if they're going to win 50-30, if they're up 50-33 now, you know, and we're talking about a LaMelo ballless, we're talking about a Hornets team with no ball, no balls.
Yeah. Both.
They don't have Lonzo or LaMelo on their team.
They're both hurt.
No balls on their team.
I almost said vasectomy, but they balls.
Yeah. Yeah. They were, I mean, they've been clipped, you know, they've been short.
This show's getting a little dicey. We need to announce our winner and get out of here.
Right. I mean, we got Rose B, we got puns, we got weird vasectomy jokes. Let's just get out of here. All right. If you're here for the NBA tickets giveaway winner announcement, that's good because we're about to announce it. Casey, you got it?
I do, John. I have this presentation prepared to announce.
Do you have winner. Is there like a drum roll or something?
Here, I mean, I think we do need a little something here. Let's do just a little bit of something in the background.
Yeah, all right.
All right.
Theme music.
Winner to our NBA tickets giveaway. 2 tickets to your favorite NBA team's game. Let's all find out together. And the winner is Jesus Acosta Jr. Congratulations, sir. You are the winner of 2 NBA tickets. Make sure that you email us triplecrosspodcast@gmail.com to claim your prize. Look forward to hearing from you, Jesus.
Congrats, Jesus. We have another giveaway going on right now. I didn't put the link in the description before the video, but we're doing another jersey giveaway. You can win any jersey from any player on any team. So if you want a LeBron Cavs jersey, you get a LeBron Cavs jersey. If you want a KD Supersonics jersey, you get a KD Supersonics jersey. It has to be in stock in the NBA shop. That's my only caveat to it. But new giveaway starting now. The link will be in the description right after this video. So just keep your eye on it. We'll put it in the description kind of right away. Also keep your eye on your text messages, your email. I will announce it there as well. And keep an eye on the channel because we do giveaways all the time. Every episode we do giveaways, and we're going to give away jerseys. We're going to give away tickets. We're going to give away gift cards. We're going to give away Jared at some point. Just going to come be your manslave. Thank you for being here. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts, please rate and review. If you're listening on Spotify, please rate and review. It helps us a lot. If you're listening on YouTube, listen to what Casey says.
All right. Triple Cross Podcast. Thank you for joining us on this NBA episode that we do. If you haven't seen already, we're doing MLB episodes now. Matt, our behind the scenes producer on this show, is actually the main host of the MLB show. It's been a ton of fun filming those. So make sure you join us. We will be rolling out live episodes now. The first 2 were kind of canned ahead of time. Join us on one of those live shows. And we will also have one football show every month here during the NFL offseason, so you can join us on those shows as well. I want everyone to know that I am going to go into the video description as we speak and add the link to the giveaway that John is talking about so that you can know exactly where it is. It'll be right at the bottom of the video description. Sorry, John, the link is not pretty yet, but I'm just going to drop it in so that we can tell the 50 people who are on here. Guys, thank you for watching this video. Make sure you drop a like on here. Hit subscribe button, you want to. Hit the bell icon so you get notifications for whenever we go live so you can jump in the chat and you don't miss out on a thing. You can get in on all the wheel spins and win yourself some swag at the NBA shop or the MLB shop or the NFL shop. Just jump on all the shows. You're bound to win something. And until next time, guys, keep it real.
Let's go.